I know you hear me. I know you hear me. Kama umependwa, ninajua waelewa. Ila haya mapenzi, ay, yaja yakienda kama moshi, ay, the way they write about love, it's the way how they sing about love. Everybody seems to want that kind of love that lasts a lifetime now. Everybody seems to want that kind of love. Now they want more, don't know it all, yeah. What a joy, oh my God. They making you die, oh, yeah. What a joy, oh my God. What a joy, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When you love, you put it all on the line, you know, yeah. You risk it all, you take a lead, hey, yeah. Ila haya mapenzi, hayana mwalimu, yeah. Kweli hayana mwalimu, yeah, 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 yeah. When you write about love, yeah, yeah. How they sing about love, yeah. Everybody seems to want that kind of love that lasts a lifetime now. Now they want more, don't know it all, yeah. What a joy, oh my God. They making you down there, oh yeah. What a joy, oh my God. What a joy, oh my God. Oh my God. Now they want more, don't know it all, yeah. What a joy, oh my God. They making you down there, oh yeah. What a joy, oh my God. What a joy, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everybody seems to want that kind of love that lasts a lifetime now, yeah, yeah. Wanipigia sishiki, wanitumia ujumbe sijibu. Sijui ni kwa nini, I wish ningekuwa na majibu. I don't want to disappoint you, so I would rather avoid you. But believe me, I feel you, na ni kweli ninajaribu. Lakini moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, then later I am going to lose you. Moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, but I'm gonna try cool way, yeah, and give a chance cool way. Utando lo mi luka we, cool way, yeah. Kifuna uko pumenela cool way. Brain goes 100 miles an hour. I think of everything that could go sour. My heart really wants this to work out. and I'm terrified of getting a blackout. Lord, forgive me, I have been running away from my true feelings. And it's time to stop being afraid and face my true self. Lakini moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, then later I am going to lose you. Moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, but I'm gonna try go away, yeah, and give a chance, go away, yeah. Utando lwa mi luka away, go away, yeah. Ngifuna ukuphumelela kuwe. I'm gonna try for you. 'Cause I'm gonna try for you. I'm gonna give my love to you.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Pawa Radio.
Hola, my beautiful people. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. It is the 16th of February, the post-Valentine's weekend. My goodness. I do not know whether people are back from Valentine's. Are you back from Valentine's? Did you have a good Valentine's? What were you up to? Are you one of people like me who are single and all they did on Valentine's was literally sleep for 12 hours straight? Ama wewe ulipelekwa hapa na kule, ama wewe you know, there's two kinds of people, yeah. There are those that were taken out, and but there are those that were also taken for granted. So which one, which side of the coin are you on? I hope you are not taken for granted, but it's really, really good to see you. It's good to have you. Welcome to the 16th of February. This is the Monday edition of the Power Morning Drive Show with me and Wanyoike. Again, remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are Power Radio across all socials. You can find us there. Please interact with us. It would be lovely to hear what you have to say. And also let me know where you're tuning in from. All right? Can you do that for us? Fantastic. You can also call in live or send us a voice note and call us on 0748 379 231 is the line that you can get us on. You can also find us on our website www.power254.org/Power Radio. All right, now that that's out of the way, let me tell you what to expect on today's show. And of course, we look at the situation of our roads this morning with a little bit of some traffic updates. And then from Sifuna to the Russian guy, I think some months ago we had the Danish deception. Now we have the Russian deception, and it is right in front of our own eyes in the 254. So we will also talk a little bit about this Russian guy who has been been causing havoc all over social media. We'll talk about that and also some serious bits of news on our newspaper review. And then much later on the program, I am joined by Mr. Kerry Mwita, and we are going to be talking about a way to make civic engagement fun and accessible. Think about the Constitution, think about civic education, think about fun, think about accessibility, and then create a melting pot in that. So that sounds like a conversation you definitely do not want to miss out on. So that's much later on the program. But for now, let me look at what is happening on our roads this morning. And I mean, I know the short rain season is here, and that tends to sort of exacerbate whatever is happening on our road. So let me do a quick run through. We start off with the Thika Super Highway, which is not looking really good, especially from the TRM, that is the Thika Road Mall. As you make your way towards the Globe roundabout, things are looking absolutely chaotic. Same goes also for Kiambu Road. There's just a little bit of a snarl up there as you make your way from the Seattle City Mall in Ridgeways down towards the Pangani intersection. Limuru Road is also not any better. Situation on that area starts from Village Market. There's a build up there as you make your way towards Muthaiga. Let me see what is happening on Peponi Road. Same situation as you make your way from the Ankole Grill down towards Westgate Shopping Mall. Things are hectic on that road as well. Lower Kabete Road, not looking shabby today actually. We only just have a little bit of a snarl up as you make your way from Spring Valley Police Station down towards the Westgate Shopping Mall area. Wanyoike Way from ABC Place, Nairobi, down towards just shortly around the Westlands area. Things are bumper to bumper as well. Let me see what is happening along James Gishuru Road. Nothing much to complain about, actually. Things are looking A-okay on that area. Lavington is also as clear as crystal as it can get. Let me see. We also have Ngong Road. Ngong Road is not looking too bad today as well. Just pockets of traffic as you make your way from the Prestige Plaza area. That whole stretch from Adams Arcade towards Prestige Plaza, things are looking quite building. Things are building up a little. Then Langata Road, nothing much to complain about. There's just only bits of traffic, especially as you make your way from the Uhuru Gardens, as you make your way towards the T-Mall roundabout, which also incidentally has a spillover towards the Raila Odinga Road as you make your way towards the Kenyatta Avenue. The Kenyatta National Hospital roundabout area. Then Mombasa Road, the traffic situation starts all the way from the Panari Hotel as you make your way towards the Nairobi West Hospital. Then we also have just a lot of traffic building up as you make your way towards the Embakasi area. Imara Daima, all that stretch towards the Cabanas bus stop, things are looking quite busy. Manyanja Road, slowly but moving. Ojijo Road, slowly but moving. Outer Ring Road, bumper to bumper. Jogoo Road, just a little bit of a snarl, but I can see that it's moving. And that is the situation on our major roads this morning in Nairobi. But in case where you are and I've not mentioned it and you would like us to know what's happening, kindly make sure that you get in touch with us on that as well, and we'll be right back after this short music break. See you in a bit.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Auga odigeta itare nakiende.
Dogo de sirie, dogo buge kadom ono, dina shamu kyama koshine. Dogo de sirie, dogo buge kadom ono, dina ero yoro ajora koteme.
Nigoria no kautia, oya we utagira. Goria no kanyenda, oya we yedaga. Nigoria no kautia, oya we utagira.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
There is a fire burning inside me. Oh, in this fire, I think I know what it could be.
nega kaneno jangware buonjo kodi rama pile ochuno koraweni nimejita mikutano niwe abebo kaochunya aworo mama herana mari mama opongo chunya amora chalo nyarombo kiranga tipuonjo kiwangi. And I'm falling in love with you, and it feels so good to know that you love me too. I'm falling in love with you, and it feels so good to know that you love me too.
And now I wanna sing this song to you. I wanna see the world now where oh wangayale samika loka ya imi odeda chakore. And I wanna sing this song to you. I wanna see the world now where wangayale samika loka ya imi odeda chakore. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi. My heart feels at home when I'm with you. Ilomba, usiona chunya gobi.
Chunya feels at home when I'm with you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Umenitesa nimetusheka, roho imezoea, ukitoka ninajua leo sitatulia, kile nafikiria huna idea, yale napitia. I know you know. I watch you put on makeup, standing by the mirror, your vibration is familiar. Yeah, it's a trigger, nakumbuka ukiweza kunifurahia. I wish you would stay, but I know you moved on. Nakujua tena sana, nikikuona najua kile unawaza. And you know, naeza jua ukidanganya. So I find it so confusing when you lie, love. It gets so lonely, usiku tanipata na mawazo. You say you love me, but najua uliniachanga kitambo. Najua uliniachanga kitambo. Oh. Oh. kuishia. Tenda utatendwa, kwanza na unayempenda. Binadamu akiumia bado atarudia. Nakujua tena sana, nikikuona najua kile unawaza. And you know, naeza jua ukidanganya. So I find it so confusing when you lie, love. It gets so lonely, usiku tanipata na mawazo. You say you love me, but najua uliniachanga kitambo. Najua uliniachanga kitambo. Oh. Najua uliniachanga kitambo. Oh. It gets so lonely, usiku tanipata na mawazo. You say you love me, but najua uliniachanga kitambo. Najua ushamua misi wako.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
My angel in disguise, sent from heaven just to give my broken heart another chance. When ni malaika wangu, every single time you are away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way to you. Maybe I should let you know, every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. The moonlight in the dark, shining brighter than the brightest star will ever see. Malaika nakupenda, na kila saa you're far away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know that even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way. And maybe I should let you know, yeah. Every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. I should let you know that even if the earth should fly away, I'll find a way to you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Road trips and young romances, breakups and second chances. Our rhythm steers through all these years. beat only forever. If love is a drum, you are my drummer. I'll dance to your beat. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Bringing the one din din and the boom boom boom. Adding my nyatiti, then it's me and you. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? Is it good for me? Is it good? If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action word. You can never give it to me too much, too much. My Isukuti love. Is it good for me? My Isukuti love. If you wanna know the power of my love, it's not a feeling, it's an action. My Isukuti love. Give it to me too much, too much.
Karasina bisa, yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Pangua, nishaamua, nishachagua, ni wewe unajua. Shika maua, moyo fungua, tazama ndani baby, utaona moyo wako waniita. Kubali wito naitika, sauti yako naisikia. Umekwama kwa akili, nikilala ninaota nikipana we, pana we, nina pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana we, nina pana we. Fly away, oh oh, pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana we, nina pana we. Fly away, oh oh. Wakilea bet, ni mahari kwa wazazi next. Unaweza flex, uko na misa unaweza flex. Mpenzi tambile, nimengoja sana kukuona tena baby, ana kwa ana. We malaika wangu kwa ndoto zangu, naota mabawa na baby, mimi nina pana we, pana we, nina pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana we, nina pana we. Fly away, oh oh, pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana wewe, pana we, pana we, nina pana we. Fly away, oh oh.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back. That is African Vic with Pa Nawe. It's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show with me and Wanyoike. And yes, you are tuned in to Power Radio, where you tune in and power up. Again, a quick reminder. Remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are Power Radio across all socials. Please, please, please feel free to get in touch with us. And I can already see that our YouTube gang is already in the building. I want to give a special shout out to Jeremy Kiambi. He's saying that he's tuned in top of the morning from Juja. We love to see it. We love to see it. Asante sana for making the time to wake up with us. And as promised, my guest is already in studio, and he's not a fast timer right here on Power Radio. We've been definitely had the pleasure to have him, and we are so humbled to have you again. Mr. Kerry Mwita himself is in the building. It's really good to have you. It's good to see you. How are you?
Fine, thank you, and good to see you as well.
Good to see you as well. Salimia mafan, salimia wa Kenya, salimia everybody who might not know who you are. Just a little bit about yourself.
So good morning. My name is Kerry Mwita. I'm a human rights defender. I run a social justice campaign called Your Voice, Your Power that basically works to strengthen the capacity of grassroots citizens to advance democracy and also social accountability. I'm not a first timer here on Power Radio, and I'm glad to converse once again.
Yeah, conversing is what you do best, I have to say. But I want us to take a quick look at what the papers are looking like this morning. And of course, the big story that took us by shock is that Edwin Sifuna, now the former Secretary General of ODM party, was ousted demoted from his role and his position from the party. And that's the story that the Standard newspaper is leading with. And it says Sifuna roars. The internal fracture in ODM pitting interim leader Oburu Oginga against Secretary General Edwin Sifuna played out in political rallies as the embattled SG yesterday drew humongous numbers in Kitengela, Kajiado, a site that would excite even seasoned politicians. First of all, there's a lot to talk about in terms of since the demise of Raila Odinga and how that has impacted the ODM party. There's many things to talk about. So let me just pick your brain on some of these things. Number one, was it a smart move to have the former Secretary General Edwin Sifuna out of his role at the ODM party? And how do you think this will affect the already shaky we would say that the ODM party is right now a little bit shaky, especially because of the death of Raila Odinga. It definitely destabilized the party. Yeah, what do you make of this, Auster?
I mean, in my view, I don't think really it was a smart move to have Edwin Sifuna removed. But again, looking into it, you see that the youth uprising is now transcending into the political space. If you look at this number of people who are attending this rally yesterday, they were not people who necessarily love Sifuna so much, but people who share his ideals. So these are the people who turned up to listen to him. So remember when they were making the announcement that Sifuna has been ousted, Honorable Catherine Omanyo said, the new SG is Honorable me.
Yeah.
So I think really for the ODM party, not really a smart move, but for Sifuna, perhaps even a greater platform. I mean, because being in the ODM Secretary General had also tied him to the ideals of the party, limiting what he can speak and what he cannot. But right now, I think it comes with a certain degree, certain extent of freedom. And a lot of youth who share his ideas are actually going to turn up for his rallies. But interestingly, also having this conversation with one of my friends who actually supports the ruling party, she was telling me that people who attend these rallies are not actually registered voters. And I also find it interesting. And I'm asking, but people who attend Nyota Fund rallies are registered voters.
Are they?
Absolutely. So I think the youth uprising is transcending into the political space.
Right.
And it's something exciting to watch.
Yeah. Right, and then there's also the other camp that is saying that Oburu Oginga is not a good fit for steering the ODM party to, so perhaps to its glory days when Raila Odinga was the leader. Then there are other people who think this is just like going to be shambolic for the party. I wonder what you think of this.
I mean, for Buru, I think the writing is on the wall, really. Everyone can really see that he's struggling really to put his camp together, the internal wrangles, but also he's more of looking into blending ODM ideals with UDA. The very essence of multi-partyism that Raila fought for all his life is to have as many parties as possible with different ideologies. So what ODM is doing now, it's the exact opposite of the very purpose that it was founded upon.
Right.
Yeah.
What about Oburu doesn't necessarily work? Or why is he not a great fit to steer this party to the next level?
I think to a great extent, old age.
Yeah.
But I also see Oburu did not share the ideals that Raila founded ODM party upon. Because Raila founded the ODM party upon the ideals of constitutionalism, multi-partyism. All these are ideals that you don't really see Oburu emphasizing upon. And also, what was Oburu democratically elected? I mean, there is the party constitution and all that.
Yeah.
But did he follow the proper democratic structures of, being installed as party leader? Because traditionally in a party, you expect that the National Delegates Conference now elects a party leader.
Yeah.
But when a leader now is imposed rather than being the most, he might not necessarily be, no, he's not he is not the most popular party leader if they were to go for a National Delegates Conference. Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Well, you did say that you think Edwin Sifuna is going to pull out something bigger platform. Would that mean maybe a new political party? Do you see that happening?
Yeah.
Then him perhaps getting into the race of, Nairobi governor or president even. Yeah. Do you think?
I
that's-
think there are a lot of politics to play in terms of, because
Yeah.
I also know Babu Owino has interest in the gubernatorial seat. And then it's also interesting to know that there are people who do better jobs as legislators than administrators. I really don't know. I know Sifuna does a good job as a legislator. I really don't know about the administrative part of it. I think it's also something that he needs to prove, really. But you also see a lot of young parliamentarians are now aligning towards the Sifuna camp. Of course, save for Rengo, but he's subscribing to the ideals.
Yeah. Right. And I don't know whether he's a stronger politician or a stronger administrative legislature.
I'm also very interested to
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. But anyway, moving quite along on the Daily Nation, the same story makes they are also leading with the same story, but more so a crisis on starvation. And the paper says, starving amid plenty. A tale of two Kenyas has emerged, with thousands staring at death due to famine ravaging parts of the country, particularly northern Kenya, where emaciated Kenyans and dying livestock should prick the conscience of a nation that is carrying on with business as usual. Officials say an estimated 3.3 million people across 16 counties are facing starvation, yet in some other regions, such as Mount Kenya and Eastern, a glut of in production has food rotting away on farms or being fed to livestock. This is a story, and I think the story started coming out especially last week, and today it has made a return. This should be worrying on so many fronts.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It is worrying.
Yeah.
I mean, 3.3 million, but also what do these numbers really mean for politicians?
Yeah.
A lot of politicians from both northeastern, but also in the national government, they really do not see this 3.3 million Kenyans as really Kenyans, but rather, as voters.
Yeah.
So again, politics has a way of, playing out the emotional card in terms of, we know your need, and that is what we manipulate to get your vote. So expect again that in next year and, this year and into the campaign season and next year into the election season, you're going to see a lot of politicians making politics out of this.
Yeah.
But I think most importantly is for county governments basically to increase their emergency allocations,
Right.
especially in counties that are prone to famine, but also to liaise with the national government. And I think also financial prudence is something very important because there's a lot of transparency that is needed when, doing humanitarian action or humanitarian supplies to starving populations.
Right. You bring up a very important point, because this is definitely something that we need to talk more about, integrity. And why is one part of the country having a surplus and, food rotting while the other camp of the other part of the country is in starvation? Are there not ways that we can devise methods and models to ensure that we have a well-distributed food security system at the very least? But also, secondly, it's embarrassing for Kenya, a country like Kenya, to be talking about famine.
Yeah,
Come
imagine.
on.
It is.
Come on.
It is embarrassing.
We are not completely like a dry nation,
Yeah.
So I think better planning needs to go on. So let's see what the government says. But that, ladies and gentlemen, leads us to the end of our news roundup and newspaper review. But if you want to get the more scoop, kindly grab your dailies today and get that information further going on. And now we will segue right into our conversation for today. I don't want us to take a break. Let's just go right into it. We are here to talk about the Katiba Hangout.
Yeah.
But beyond the Katiba Hangout, I think what for me stood out even I was preparing for this is how incredible and impeccable young people have become in making, first of all, democratizing spaces to engage in civic engagement, but also democratizing them in fun and accessible ways without necessarily watering down the seriousness or the essence of this civic engagement. So I want us to just start off with the Katiba Hangout itself. Why and how did the idea come about?
So, Anne, thank you very much. So the idea of Katiba Hangout, basically, of course, you have been seeing the latest especially from the Gen Z revolution in 2024.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of youth clamor. But also something really emerged that the reason as to why we had protests in the first place and everything is because youth had been excluded from decision-making spaces. Either out of knowledge in terms of civic engagement, enough civic engagements, but also looking into it, how many youth are really aware of maybe, say, legislative making processes or public participation and such kind of things. And so we identified a gap in terms of how youth need to be informed versus how they need to be engaged, because a lot of things are taken advantage of. The reason why I had Parliament pass Finance Bill 2024 by force, it's because young people had not given their inputs, and even the little that had given their inputs had been ignored. So we identified a gap, and we thought it's a perfect opportunity for youth to share ideas, particularly on constitutionalism, because there has been a stereotype that constitutional issues are only for lawyers. Yet the constitution starts by we the people, right?
Yes.
So we adopted the constitution for ourselves and for future generations. And so as Katiba Hangout, the consortium really believes in the strong ideas of constitutionalism, the very ideas that our country was formed upon, and also basically capacity building the youth, strengthening their capacity to better engage, to hold their decision makers accountable, but also to create meaningful change in their communities.
And you talk about the consortium. Who makes up the consortium that dreamt up this brilliant idea?
Amazing. So we were convened by Sauti Yetu Africa, Your Voice, Your Power. We have Semezana, we have Mizizi, we have Hope Rekindled and Beyond Borders for Her. So they are basically youth-led organizations working in different parts of the country that now came together. Part of them actually are the team that co-petitioned IBC for the effective voter registration process. So we share ideals around constitutionalism. Most of them are working on governance work, and they are basically youth-led. So it's basically a space curated for and by young people.
For and by young people. Love to see it. So is this the very first edition, or have we had others before?
We have actually had one edition before, still at Michuki Memorial Park. Yeah, and it turned out well. The other time we had a guest, I think, from Uraya, who was sort of facilitating the discussion, but we're also trying to make this space as warm as possible, because every time we speak about constitutionalism and democracy issues, it's usually in boardrooms. And so we want to simplify these issues just to imply that they mean so much for, the ordinary youth. Rather than really formalizing it. So we are also trying to bring more people on board, but also basically making this one more fun, but also engaging, where young people, the discussion is actually led and driven by young people.
Yeah. So it's a hangout, and then it's also picnicky. Right? So is there going to be like really fun activities, games? Like paint the picture for us so that the people who want to come can understand the kind of thing that they are getting themselves into.
Absolutely. Thank you. So it's basically a hangout. It's a picnic hangout. So it's going to be at Michuki Memorial Park, where young people are basically convened. So it's in a potluck format. So you bring a snack or two, because you also believe in the power of community building and, building a community, because there's a thing about just sitting down together, conversing and sharing. It builds a community and also strengthens that spirit of patriotism. So it's basically in a potluck format. It's not the first one we're having. And basically young people convene. We're going to have trivia games. We're going to have constitutional discussions. We're going to have people just getting to share their understanding in terms of sound bites and videography and photography. But also persons who are, even into art. For instance, people who do poetry, maybe on civic engagement, it's also a good opportunity to use their art now for meaningful civic engagement.
So when you think about how we think about spaces, right? And spaces for youth participation, specifically for youth participation, there has always been this feeling of it's either tokenistic, you do tend to find the same faces, right? And I know you're in these spaces. So when you go to, for example, a town hall that is organized by one organization, I promise you that in the next 10 town halls, you're going to still find the same faces.
And
this is, where is the lie? No, truly, where is the lie? So there's that very sort of worrying trend when it comes to creating spaces for young people to engage in, especially in civic matters. So how is the Katiba Hangout going to reimagine this and sort of move away from the narrative of this tokenistic and not only tokenistic approach to things, but also create space so that it actually reaches far and wide, that you know, it would be so nice to see people that have never been in this kind of conversations being the ones that are making it to the room. So have you thought far into that, and how are you planning to approach this kind of challenge?
That is very true, and
Yeah.
you know, you can almost preempt the faces you're gonna meet in
Truly,
the next phase.
even you. Let me tell you, I see you in the same spaces that I'm always
Just
in.
bumping into each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, so for Katiba Hangout, basically there is an current open call for registration.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm trying to reach to as many young people. We are not really selective in terms of which organization you come from. So it's an open call for registration where you just pay 200 shillings, because for Michuki Memorial Park, when you're hosting an event now, there are charges for that.
Okay.
So it's basically, we're also trying to build that community in the sense that young people take the initiative themselves to actually meaningfully participate.
Yeah.
We also we're also into active resource mobilization to have our Katiba Hangout champions trained, because we just don't believe in having civic engagements and conversations and ending it at that.
Yeah.
So we aim to see young people, you know, engaging civically, but also transforming this change into their communities. So they, you know, you're trained in Katiba Hangout. You're having these conversations. You undergo the training on basic constitutional values and everything, and now you're able to lead change in your community where you come from, highlight issues of social injustice and and all that.
Right.
So we basically aim to reach as many young people, not really selective of what organization they come from. It's a call that everybody gets to participate. Everybody gets an equal chance and gets an opportunity to lead change in the communities where they come from.
And so what does the accountability then after that look like? So I've been trained, and then now I've been sent out to go and do big and amazing things in my community. How does you, the conveners, ensure that I'm actually not dropping the ball and there's something that is happening beyond the Katiba Hangout?
Absolutely. So one of the things we are looking at, Katiba Hangout basically started as the civic engagement discussions we have at Michuki, but we envision something greater than that in terms of we're looking forward, especially moving into this year when we have bills in parliament that touches on public interest. We get to see Katiba Hangout champions, now people who attend the Katiba Hangout, actually getting an opportunity to, you know, co-draft memoranda, present it before parliament, petition public institutions. So we're basically strengthening the public participation, especially we are particularly centered around catalyzing young people to be active citizens. So active citizens in terms of getting to register to vote, active citizens in terms of participating in public participation at county and also at national levels. So co-drafting memoranda, petitioning public institutions, and also just mobilizing within our circles in terms of voter registration. So it's basically a circle of young people who hold each other accountable. So it is your responsibility now, if you come or you're a Katiba Hangout champion, you ensure everybody in your circle is now a registered voter. But also, we're also trying to reach out, and I'm sure there's something, you know, we're also trying to, you know, engage the IBC to see ways in which they can make a voter registration accessible for young people.
To which the rallying call has been what? Have you had already started having conversations with, for example, the IEBC to be on site during that day? And have they responded in a positive way? And talk to us a little bit about that.
We are looking forward also to have IBC in that kind of space and also in more spaces of that kind. So I'm sure you saw late last year. So part of the consortium members for Katiba Hangout go to petition IBC. We were at Anniversary Towers, and then we had a presser thereafter. So we're basically asking 6 demands to IBC. We felt that the current registration, the continuous voter registration phase, was inefficient, and it was also not inclusive and accessible for persons with disabilities. So, you know, young people think young people always complain without offering solutions. And so our petition was offering recommendations to the IBC. And part of the recommendations that we thought it's very thoughtful is for IBC to adopt a USSD code. So USSD code is something like *100#, for instance, that you get to dial, and it helps you locate. It has both English and Kiswahili option, and it helps you locate your registration center where you are, but also getting to respond to frequently asked questions. Because when IBC says visit IBC website, there is the issue of visiting, but how many people again can access internet? Even if most people can access internet, not very many people are good with website navigation. But for star 544#, you don't even need a smartphone to access the USSD code.
Yeah. What are some of the other recommendations?
So the other recommendation, we also thought that IBC should have meaningful consultations with organizations that represent persons with disabilities, because you understand persons with disability is very diverse. So someone with maybe albinism can not fully understand what someone with a visual impairment goes through. So we were asking IBC to have consultations with organizations that represent persons with diverse disabilities to understand their needs when it comes to registration, but also when registering to vote. And the other thing we're also looking forward into IBC doing is really in getting to decentralize the voter registration phase and meeting the young people where they are. Yeah, you see a place like Saru in Marsabit. Since 2021, they have never gotten the opportunity to register as voters, which is gross because it's like 800 kilometers to the registration centers. So we feel like IBC should prioritize, because the commission is funded by taxpayers. They have the obligation of meeting the young people where they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Is the Katiba Hangout any plans to take it out of Nairobi?
Yeah, it's something we are contemplating really, because we just had one edition before, but we are into, of course, active resource mobilization, because we believe that this kind of conversation should be sparked across the country, because the kind of information that is gotten here in Nairobi should also transcend to very many other parts of the country. We need to see citizens engaging their local MCAs, their local MPs in county budgets, understanding budget making processes, but also getting registered to vote. So it's a discussion that we believe is timely for the entire country. Yeah.
Are you mostly hopeful or pessimistic about the response of young people when it comes to wanting them to engage civically? What does this moment look like for you when you think about it, when you plan for something as spectacular as the Katiba Hangout, when you interact with young people? What are they saying? Ground inasema nini?
Kusikiza ground. So response from the ground, really. I really don't think young people are pessimistic at all.
Okay.
Young people are very optimistic. In fact, very many people are reaching out to me. Even the last hangout we had, there are people who reached out to me even from school, and they just wanted to participate in Katiba Hangout. I didn't even ask them really.
Wow.
So I think
it's giving involved me.
It's giving involved me.
Okay.
It's giving hope too.
Right.
Yeah. So I think young people are really looking forward into being active citizens, and they actually care enough about this country. That's how you see them turning into large in large numbers in political rallies. But really, I think there is also a disconnect in terms of let me say non-young people.
Non-young people.
Non-young people are designed.
Cries in millennial. Cries in baby boomer.
So there's also a disconnect in terms of how non-young people design solutions maybe for young people. Like I was seeing something IBC was designing in terms of voter registration, and which looks very odd for me, that there's gonna be an online system where you get to register half, key in your details, and then you now present yourself physically to the registration center to complete the registration. I know there's electoral security issues, with completely registering online, but I think it's too much work to register on your phone and move from your phone and you go to the registration center. Young people, when you interact with them, do not know where the registration centers are. And I told you before, and as informed as I may be, I had to do a lot of research before I could locate the registration center.
For your own area.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
So there is a lot of disconnect in terms of how do you design interventions for young people. So when you design something, so a young person is unable to even locate where the registration center is. Here you're bringing an online system where they get to register on the online system, and on top of that, still visit the registration center. They don't have an idea where it is. So that's why we believe something like the USSD code is going to be a game changer. So you actually, when you dial the USSD code, it directly links you to your nearest registration center.
That's right.
Gives you a landmark building, but also responds to frequently asked questions. So there has been a disconnect in terms of young people when you're designing solutions or interventions for them, there's been a disconnect in terms of what they really need, especially if you see in IBC or such kind of decision-making spaces.
Yeah.
There are no young people there, but young people are very pessimistic. Are very optimistic. We just do not design interventions for young people and by the young people. Yeah. If we had a young person really at the IBC table, for instance, or making these decisions on civic engagement, you'll probably see a lot of optimism and a lot of coherence in terms of how young people respond.
Right.
But we are very optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that comes from? Where do you think the blatant just exclusion of young people comes from? What are your thoughts about that? Where do you think that whole thing comes from?
I think this too has an intersection again with capitalism, because if you it has always been that young people are the population that is in most dire need financial resources mostly.
Please give us the money.
give us the money. We need the
and
money.
The land,
yeah,
and the houses, and the cars,
and everything. So that is why you get to see even during political season when politicians getting to actually do voter bribery on young people. 100 bob gets to mean so much. But do you imagine in a working society where a young person, you give me 100 and it doesn't mean anything to me, so you really cannot buy my vote. So I think that systemic exclusion also comes with an intersection in capitalism, because basically when you lack capital, when you lack resources,
you are disenfranchised. You are disenfranchised, and
yes.
that's worrying. And even more so when you think about the season that we are in, we call it season 2027. Hello, the general elections are coming. I do see that initiatives like the Katiba Hangout are very, very pertinent, even as we gear up towards the 2027 election. So was it something that was completely aligned with the vision and your mission in terms of, I know that there's going to be Katiba Hangouts beyond the general election. That's definitely without a doubt. But why this period? Why is it so pertinent that you created this space to engage with young Kenyans in this particular season, especially even as we gear up to the 2027 election? And what do you think that is going to do in terms of addressing the elephant in the room? I mean, let's talk about it. Handouts, over politicization, balkanization of young people, such kind of conversations. I do portend them coming up at the Hangouts and that. So when you are thinking about this initiative and tying it towards the 2027 election, what was the match there? What was the interplay?
I see.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I was just as you're asking the question, I was also thinking.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think there has also been allegations of someone who was shot during the rally at Kitengela by Sifuna.
Yeah.
And so also, the dispersal said there is arguably a shrinking civic space currently. And so we usually say that change begins at the ballot, but it doesn't end there. It just begins at the ballot. But beyond the ballot, there's so much work to do.
Yeah.
You elect your member of parliament, you have to hold them accountable every single day. You have to take part in decision making. And so even as we curate this space, yes, we are cognizant of the fact that elections are coming, but we also keen in terms of nurturing ethical governance among young people. But also one of the reasons that's why we convene these spaces is also to build solidarity. But we also usually have discussions online in terms of X spaces, because people who, not everyone can be able to attend the Katiba Hangout, but very many people, especially from all over the country, can convene in X spaces.
Yeah.
So it's something we also very deliberate about in terms of youth getting to participate in these very spaces before 2027, nurturing ethical governance, but also bringing young people together to build solidarity among themselves, getting to share issues, because young people, basically face similar issues. So we are one of the aims for this space is basically to build solidarity among young people, but to sustain the civic momentum beyond 2027.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that. I also love that when you are beginning this, you said that you're also garnering up for creating communities that, creating communities for young people that they just don't exist in vacuums, that they can actually get to exist in communities of same-minded, like-minded people. And talk to us a little bit about that, because I think it's absolutely fascinating that the political and the social fabric of society cannot happen minus community. So why is it so important for us to be deliberate in terms of building communities that are like they're like the vehicles that drive the change that we want to see. And how do we even go about creating such communities? Because, well, not everybody actually has a skill of building and existing in thriving communities. And it's an absolute it's absolutely amazing to see that skill at play. So how does one go about it, and why is it so important to create such communities and exist in them?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think really there's a lot of power in communities in terms of when you're getting to engage young people. Let's pick an instance maybe from Dagoretti and Kibra and Gara and, any other place in Nairobi or even across the country, really. I've been seeing a lot of young people actually reaching out even after the IBC petition, getting to ask me to also help them co-draft community petitions for their decision makers, sometimes on issues of creative economy, sometimes on issues of electrification in rural areas. And so when we build communities, really, we get to understand that communities also face a diverse array of issues. So when you build the capacity of persons from diverse communities, really, they're able to be leaders in that community. And so because communities have different issues, they're able to build that solidarity within their communities and better engage their decision makers and, leaders who are elected and also nominated from that point of view. Because maybe something you could have probably most likely a problem with sanitation. I know it's something that affects the whole of Nairobi, but I think it's also the condition is also very dire in informal settlements.
Yeah.
So when you build communities around young people actually taking initiative to engage their decision makers accountable, it also diversify the issues that young people are facing across the countries. But we also able to have young people's voices amplified across different issues, be it creative economy, because maybe me, I might be, particularly skilled in democracy as a concept and gender equality.
Yeah.
But there's someone else who has interest in creative economy.
Correct.
There's someone else who has interest in economic justice. And so that is basically the power of community. When you give someone that skill, they're able to diversify and lead change from very many fronts. Yeah.
And I want us to also talk a little bit about the fun side of civic engagement. When you think about a potluck, it's going to be a hangout. It's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of revolutionaries that I listen to, I see them speaking a lot about how joy is part of the movement, is part of the revolution, and that we cannot do this work of social and political change without some sorts of fun and joy around it. So, why was it important for y'all to think about incorporating fun as a very active tool in engaging civically for young people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think fun is a very important, it's such a fundamental pillar for young people, really, when we engage. So when you look at Katiba Hangout, every time we imagine the constitution, it sounds so educative. So it's also a space that we are moving away from having it look like a very educative space, a class of law or something.
Yeah.
So we are also trying to incorporate very many fun activities. And what we usually do, even after the first hangout, we pick ideas from young people. We have a survey form where they get to feel and actually tell us some of the ideas you think about how making this space more fun. Every time we get to collect feedback and also to learn and also to look and explore as many ways as possible to have this space to be as fun as possible. Yeah. Because discussions on civic engagement could be boring.
Can be boring.
But yet, sadly, so they are a matter of life and death. So we have to make it fun because we cannot afford to, be bored and quit the space. Yeah.
All right. I hear that. Let me take a couple of comments. I can see that our people are out here representing. Jeremy Kiambi anasema, whoop whoop, Katiba Hangout. He's saying General Mwita Viva. Umelipa watu wangapi wewe? Shout out to Omondi Dixon. We see you, sir. We salute you. Anasema, community is key. Together we'll petition parliament on creative matters
there's-
on youth.
Yeah, there's actually something we're working on with Dixon about petitioning Parliament on creative economy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Please let us know, man.
Absolutely.
You come and talk to us. Even us, we work in the creative scene.
Amazing.
Yes,
do
we
amazing
are
work.
in the creative industry as well. I think this is a good place to get at our first Kopola Maji. We will be right back. The conversation is hot, it's sizzling. We are talking about creating fun and accessible spaces and democratizing civic engagement for young people through the Katiba, Hangout, and such as platforms. My guest in studio is Mr. Kerry Mwita. When we will see you after this short music break. Please come back. Do not go away. We'll be right back after this.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Vile ninavyohisi, usikae kama mtu anaficha hisia. Huwezi kuficha moto, moshi kitokea. Ukificha mapenzi wewe unaumia ndani ndani. Nasinda kuelewa inyi mwenendo gani. Taratibu ni vema lakini siwe kunirushite. Shani kupende mpenzi, shani kuhisi ndani ndani. Nishike mkononi twende mbali kwetu, ingawa mbali huko ni nyumbani. Takupenda kwetu. Taratibu ni vema lakini kusiwe mwingine. Nieleza kwa nini wewe una hofu na mimi. Nakupenda, I love you, sheteme. Hakika tazama uso wangu, nimekumbwa na msasa wa kimapenzi. Natangaza wasi hadharani, nakupenda sana, niko na wewe kufana kupona. Kufana kupona baby. Kufana kupona ingawa mbali uko ni nyumbani. Imatena kwetu nishike mkononi. Kufana kupona baby. Ingawa mbali uko ni nyumbani. Sana niko na wewe kufana kupona. Shani kupende mpenzi, kufana kupona. Shani kuhisi ndani ndani. Nishike mkononi twende mbali kwetu, ingawa mbali uko ni nyumbani. Takupenda kwetu. tena kwetu, takupepa maziwa makuu, nishike mkononi endane mbali kwetu, ingawa mbali huko ni nyumbani hima tena
never changed his mind. Well, maybe, baby, I'm a fool for you. Mapenzi kipofu, kipenda maovu, huoni. Oh, love is blind, never seemed so true. When I'm broke, natumianga bro, please call me. Akipiga naomba do, mbona kuna message nazitumanga, send me money. To cut a long story short, yo, vumilia na mimi. Please don't leave me, don't let the money fool you. Sponsors just wanna use you. Namwambia mtoto wa mama siharibike, ananishoni biashara tu, na siwezi mshibisha na panganga tu, na mwezi ukiisha sina ujanja, na renti kidishwa wanga blanda. Oh baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka nawe. Baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka nawe. Only you baby, you're my only one, my only one. Girl, I wanna take you to my mama, show her you're the one for me. I'll never ever leave you. Oh, believe me when I say you will forever be my queen. Yule nalana ye kwa dhiki, talana ye kwa faraja, ahadi yangu ndio hiyo. Kama pamoja tumelia, tutacheka pamoja. Wow, vumilia na mimi, please don't leave me. Don't let the money fool you, sponsors just wanna use you. Toto wa mama usiharibike, yeah. Oh baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka nawe. Baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka nawe. Yeah, mali nimetoka na wewe. Yeah. Okay, sana icheza kabubu, baby no more talk, just do. When time kama buyu, take kwa chini uko juu. Forever be my only one. Tukiachana itaniuma na joke, kuna niga na ngoja nichome aruke ndani ka super sub. Usiache it happen, shikilie kasiri, you make it in life then kushikilie pia mimi. You make me whole baby, don't let me go, stay beside me. You make me complete, how will my heart beat without you? Baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka nawe. Baby, kwa miwakati sina, leo sina kitu, kesho nitafanikiwa, na nikibarikiwa ahadi yangu ni sitasahau mali nimetoka na wewe.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That is Nyashinsky, the man with the, I don't know, I wanted to say the man with the voice, then I'm just like, the man with the bars. What stands out to you about Nyashinsky, if at all anything stands out?
He's like my favorite
he
male
is?
artist in Kenya.
Oh, he's your favorite male artist in Kenya?
I think Nivile, he's not so consistent with releasing songs.
Ah.
But he does an amazing job. He's an incredible rapper.
He is incredible.
Yeah.
And the fact that he, first of all, came out back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, he made such a
then
comeback.
He went, and then now he came back,
Yeah.
and he came back with that. And he was also doing very well back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So, tuendelee ama tusiendelee.
We hope he doesn't disappear.
I know, we also hope that he will not disappear. But yeah, it's playing right here on Power Radio, where you tune in and power up. My name is Wanyoike. This is the Power Morning Drive Show, where you make your mornings count. And we're still here with my guest, Mr. Kerry Mwita, Wakili. Hey, Mr. Wakili himself. Ukimeki usitusahau. Usitusahau, yes. Mukimeki it. It's not an if, it's a when you do.
A when.
Yes, it's just a matter of when. Yeah, but we are talking about civic engagement and making it accessible and fun and meaningful, and we've talked a little bit also about how to create communities where this kind of conversations are nurtured, but not only nurtured, but also are actualized even beyond. And you did also allude to that, and you said that it goes beyond the Hangout, right? Like, for example, the co-drafting, or you said something to do with the co-petitioning, the IABC. Talk to us a little bit about why it's important to take the conversation beyond the conversation, right? In that way that, the IABC and talking about institutional accountability and the co-petitioning of the IABC. How did that go? What is the progress with that? Yeah, but also any other thing that has come out of that. Just talk to us a little bit about the conversation after the conversation.
Amazing. So I think really it's important for young people to engage decision makers. And so when we co-petitioned the IBC, I think we were a number of us from the consortium, but also a few others. There's Able Rise Africa, which was representing persons with disabilities. So we hope that such actions really embolden also young people to dare to petition the topmost institutions in this country. Because for young people, a lot of times when you want to do something, we usually held back. We do not have resources. We don't have the financing to do this. But we actually dared to, do such a thing without necessarily requiring. I don't think you really need resources. You need to some extent, but it's not the ultimate factor when you're demanding accountability.
Yeah.
So one of the things we hope to achieve is that it also emboldens more young people to petition institutions. We also managed to secure a press conference from MediaMax and Standard Media on KTN. So, which was also very encouraging, because when I took later my friends to register, about 10 of them, after the petition of the IBC, the people now at IBC Starayo office said they actually, saw us petition at the IBC. So it's something they're cognizant about. So we also hope to, aside from emboldening young people, we also look forward into actively engaging IBC as decision makers. We have not gotten explicit response from the commission, but we also actively trying to lobby within civil society to secure a meeting with Erasta Sekathon, the chairperson for IBC, and also probably Commissioner Andere, because remember she also came from the civic space, from the political parties. Yeah. So it's also something we also aim to, just getting to directly engage the chairperson for IBC, but also a few other commissioners to just get to know their preparedness for the electoral cycles. But we also hope that it also sets precedent, because even for upcoming elections, really, we'll have, even if we have a future commission, and for instance, they have adopted the USSD code for, registration centers identification, it will be able to be used by very many other commissions to come. So it's not just a one-off thing. We hope it sets precedents for upcoming commissions of IBC. They actually know why and how exactly they need to engage young people.
Right.
But importantly, even in the consultations that IBC has with civil societies, young people's voices have to be right at the center of the decision-making table. In fact, they have to be the majority of voices, because they're the majority of voters, really.
Yeah.
So every time we engage a civil society without really emphasizing on youth-led civil society, we miss the niche. So we have to be very deliberate about centering civil society at the youth-led civil society at the heart of IBC consultations in every electoral cycle. Yeah.
What kind of country do you think Kenya would be if we centralized? Yeah, not centralized, centered. Because we right now, as it stands, is that we've decentered young people's voices. What if we centered young people's voices and actually give them opportunities for decision making? What do you think the turnaround would be in this country?
Probably scary for looters of public coffers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? What are you saying?
I think really this the either reason I think it's usually safer for the political class to exclude youth from decision making tables. But I'm very optimistic in terms of when young people actually taking up spaces themselves. Really, Kenya will be more accountable. Kenya will also be responsive to citizens' needs. Look right now at the kind of health insurance we're having as a country. I was having a friend who was telling me, and I know he's watching, he was telling me I was really defending, how SHA perfectly works and everything. Until he recently went to the hospital and there were, delays, yet it was an emergency situation.
My goodness.
So I think really we'll be having public policies that are actually responsive to citizen needs, be it housing, be it healthcare, be it any other social service. We're going to be having policies that are responsive to citizen needs. Because the reason as we are having this clamor and so much anger across the country, that we're having dozens of public policy that are completely incoherent with public needs, because we do not center citizens themselves at the heart of decision making. So decision making has to be citizen centered and citizen led.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear that. Let me take a couple of comments real quick. Omondi Dixon anasema Mr. Mwita is now General Mwita. Wewe umelipa watu pesa ngapi? Ulitanga ngapi? Ulitanga shingapi? Let me see whether we have anything else. Okay, for now nothing else. All right. Are we preparing young people to inherit power responsibly, do you think? Because, as much as we're talking about decision making, we also know that it's a function of power, right? You cannot make decisions if you're not in power in one way or the other. Yeah, so when you think about that, are we the material that we are working with, are we really preparing young people for this beyond even elective positions, just the whole machine as it stands, as it were?
I think really young people are first preparing themselves for power.
Okay.
Yeah.
How so?
As a matter of fact, you're seeing so many young people actually running for office. I'm sure even right now, if you know several people who are running for member of county assembly, members of parliament, senator, gubernatorial positions and all that. So young people really are not waiting. They're actually running for these positions. But also, we also need to dispel the narrative. It's very important really for young people to, enter into elective politics, ethical governance for that matter.
Yeah.
But also, young people, we cannot maybe all be elected members of parliament, right? But every single person can influence a policy, can influence decision in one way or the other. So I think it's important. So what I understand why people ask, why do you, bring the whole hype around young people getting to venture into elective politics or being elected? It's by simple reason that because they can be elected. They are the majority of the demographic in this country.
Yeah.
And it's basic decency, it's bare minimum that they should also get an equal seat at the decision-making table.
Yeah.
So I think young people are preparing themselves for power to run for elective positions, but also looking at all these civic accountability drives that are happening all over the country, the coalition petition for, the co-petitioning for IBC on voter registration. And I'm sure there are very many other stories that are not even in the media. Maybe this just got a media attention, but young people are leading change at the grassroots. They're sensitizing communities.
Yeah.
They're doing humanitarian work. They're doing civic engagement. So young people are power. They're not, let alone even preparing themselves, they're the actual power.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about policy literacy beyond the cosmetic metrics that we have always tended to sieve it through? What do you think the state of that is like? Do you feel young people are literate when it comes to policies? What goes on in policy making? How do they even go about maybe making other policies better, building up on policies, like beyond the cosmetic. Yeah. What do you think is happening, and how do we ensure that policy literacy is something that we absolutely weave into our social and political fabric?
Yeah. So I think really policy is there is a disconnect in terms of when it comes to policy literacy, not just for young people, but generally for the whole country, for the entire demographic. Really, policy in itself is complicated. Policy is complex. Yet, it shapes our decisions, it shapes our lives and everything, shapes how the government taxes us, the kind of services we get. So we do not have an option really when it comes to be literate about policy advocacy. And this is why we need such a vibrant civil society network, particularly in terms of coalition building, like what we're doing with Katiba Hangout, the co-petitioning, and very many other things really. So I'll give an example. Like in Mombasa, we have I think Mombasa has the most vibrant civil society community in the country, really. So if we can really tap into the kind of vibrant civil society movement that is in Mombasa, there is a lot of work we need to do in terms of getting to capacity build people on policy advocacy, really, and how better to engage in terms of policy. And I think there's also been a thing about civil society giving disintegrated information. So maybe someone from one organization trains on something on policy advocacy, and another, but we lack sort of a harmonized tool or manual. So I think it's also important for civil society to shift into adopting harmonized training manuals in terms of policy engagement, so we have uniform and credible information out there in the public.
Right.
Lest we end up just teaching people policy advocacy based on what not what is there really. So I think civil society should move into really consolidating the kind of information they put there in the public, and actually have an harmonized manual for civic engagement.
Yeah. And then, civic engagement, I think what I love about the Katiba Hangout is that it's not necessarily coming from the quintessential civic and NGO, CSO, world, which also came with its own, in as much as it was extending that openness to young people, there's still some sort of structural barriers that comes with that, where for example, there are some organizations that can only tend to push a matter because it aligns with their strategic plans, or you get that kind of thing. You get that kind of thing. So it is limited in that way. So then now comes the Katiba Hangout, where it's like, okay, so but beyond, for example, what your voice, your power is all about, beyond what Mizizi is all about, beyond what Sauti Zetu is all about, there is this bigger picture, and the bigger picture is the country Kenya, the Republic Kenya, and that should be enough to unify us in terms of thinking about how our issues are tabled before young people, and then now from that point going forward, you sort of now let it become its own thing. It like takes on a life of its own. So in that way, that's very refreshing to see how you guys have created the Katiba Hangout. But before the convening of the consortium, because you exist as a consortium, were there moments, or maybe in terms of like the meeting, places where these individual narratives sort of came to play? And then how do you overcome that and remind the people that, no, it's for Kenya, it's for something bigger than just what the individual organizations are all about? Did any of that come up?
I think we are yet to experience that narrative really in terms of why we're doing it really as a consortium. I think a lot of people who are willing actually to participate in Katiba Hangout now see consortium gives credibility, but it also gives the notion of solidarity. When you're not doing it as your voice alone, but you're doing it with 6 other partners really. Young people are able to see that this is not really, and especially for organizations that are operating in different parts of the country, you're able to see that this is something that is curated for the Republic of Kenya, really. And we are able to, we have representation from, very much diverse counties, but also even in terms of participants, there are people who are, of course, coming from Nairobi, really, but, they come from other counties like I stay in Nairobi, but I come from Migori. So I actively participate, of course, in policy making at county level at Migori.
Yeah.
So when you get also to get capacity strengthening, but also sparked on civic conversations in terms of policy engagement. So it's both beneficial to the demographic in Nairobi, but also in Migori, because either way you can be able to engage with the county governments or with the local authorities at whatever level. But I think coalition has also given a lot of credibility. We have yet to see the narrative in which we're doing it as a single organization because it's a coalition after all. But I think it's given really a lot of solidarity in terms of very many young people actually part of the movement. And we're hoping to grow further even as the year progresses and beyond 2027. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. I love that. All right. We are almost coming to the tail end of our show today. So I want you to now speak directly to the people that you're targeting.
Okay.
Why should they come? When is the hangout? Where is it? The charges? Are there numbers that they need to call to find out? So look at this camera. Let the people know why exactly they need to be at the Katiba hangout and all those details.
Okay, fantastic. Kwanza mko na kura.
I like that you always start with that.
Yeah, guys, I think really before anything, we really need to register as voters. There has been challenges, of course, with IBC reaching young people, but make effort to locate your registration center and actually get to register as a voter as soon as possible. In the last general elections, over 8 million people, young people really, did not register as voters. So I think it should scare us enough that if not enough young people are registering as voters, the more you delay, there's credible evidence that you are less likely to actually vote on the voting day. So please make an effort to register as a voter. That's the whole essence of this Katiba Hangout thing. But we also looking to strengthen active citizenship just beyond voter registration. Like any voter registration, ni bare minimum. It's just like bare minimum. Can you please register as voters? Regarding Katiba Hangout, it's basically a space as you have had created for and by young people. It's constituted of 7 youth-led civil society organizations. So basically having conversations around constitutionalism, democratic governance, because we believe conversations spark change. So when you converse, you spark change and you're actually able to lead change in your community based on the different issues that are happening across our country. It could be with rural electrification, could be with creative economy, could be with climate justice, environmental conservation. We're basically looking forward to build a vibrant community of young people who are conscious and alert about issues that are happening in their country. And they love the country enough to actually start the change and be the change that they want. So if you want to be part of this space, really, it's going to be happening on the 28th of February this month. So that's in like 12 days at Michuki Memorial Park from 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you
12 a.m.
12 p.m. 12 it's not gonna be 13 hours.
Wow.
It's gonna happen from 12 p.m. at Michuki Memorial Park on the 28th of February from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
All right.
So if you want to register, really, because there's also a challenge, of course, in terms of accessing the link on radio. So you can basically call 0719 417432. 0719 417432. Just be given the instructions in terms of how to register and also filling in the registration form. So it's basically just 200. That is basically to facilitate the back entrance fee for hosting the event and also some of the logistics. And we're looking forward to see you on the 28th.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to see Anne too.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me tell you. Mimi na mbogi yangu yote.
Yes.
And even if my friend is getting married on that day, because it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, they'll have to come and get married at the hangout.
They'll have to be married at the hangout.
Let's first constitutionally deal with your marriage arrangements at the hangouts.
Yeah.
Yes. Your parting shot as we conclude.
My parting shot, I think I've really spoken a lot of things, really. But one thing I would really love to say, do not buy the narrative that young people are helpless, either because they lack resources or information. Part of the reason the system really excludes us is because they believe young people are not informed enough. So let's also make effort to be civically awakened, civically engaged, but also let us lead this change that we are looking for, really. There's nobody who's going to save us.
No one is coming.
Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately,
Man.
but we don't need anyone either.
Oh,
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
right.
Yeah.
Mr. Kerry Mwita, what can I say? It's always such a pleasure having you.
Such a pleasure.
Yes,
Anne.
yes. It's very refreshing to speak to you. And thank you so much for this amazing, impeccable work that you are doing together with the consortium. Hopefully, we see you on the 28th.
Yeah, see you on the
at
28th.
the Katiba Hangout.
And everyone.
Yeah. Yes, and everybody that was able to tune in today. Let me give a quick shout out to Mr. Jeremy himself, Omondi Dixon as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend your Monday morning with us on the Power Morning Drive Show. We do this each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. all the way till 10 in the a.m. Sina la ziada mimi ila kuwapunga kwa heri, and I will see you on Wednesday. Goodbye for now.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Here's a mama hewa, man.
Extra. I look at me in my nice night. Nico, I look at me in a smile. I feel good, I feel nice, I feel good, I'm alright. I feel good, I'm alright. That's nice. Kitu gani kitanitenganisha? Wema wako umeni weka wima, love yako nayo imeni weka hinya. Niko spirit filled, feeling like a winner. Jaja mi niko na jaja mi, siezi jam mi, reason I'm jam mi, sina ujanja mi, niko na jaja mi, ameni jaja mi, reason I'm jam mi. I feel good, I feel nice, I feel good, I'm alright. I feel good, I'm alright. That's nice. I look at me in my nice night. Nico, I look at me in a smile.
Here's a mama hewa, man.
Hands in the air if you love in Jesus. Hands in the air if you believe in Jesus. Jump to the air, let's praise Jesus. Make some noise if you follow Jesus. Hands in the air if you love in Jesus. Hands in the air if you believe in Jesus. Jump to the air, let's praise Jesus. Make some noise if you follow Jesus. I look at me in my nice night. Nico, I look at me in a smile. I feel good, I feel nice, I feel good, I'm alright. I feel good, I'm alright. That's nice.
Here's a mama hewa, man.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Throw your fist in the air if you feel this. People here show love, 'cause this the place.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. Unahisi ngoma minoma.
From the shacks to the city, let me see you if you really with it.
Unahisi ngoma
No
minoma.
matter young or grown, get your groove on, go and get with it.
Unahisi ngoma minoma.
Saint J, unahisi ngoma binoma.
Unahisi ngoma minoma.
I give you who I am, applaud to this one, thank you.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far. Tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back. From this beat we on fire. SDM Michelle, tunawakilisha, yeah, we're taking it back, just taking it back.
It's the girl, it's the air.
Heshima kwa huyu dada, jamani ametoka far.
Check it vile wale wanabonganga. Whatever them say now it don't matter. Jealousy tryna blow us steam. See them eyes them green cause they envy we. Give them a show, pina mkongo. Wachokoze, kulia kushoto. Jueni queen unachafua scene. Ukidansu na wachanganya. Let's take it slow, turinge kitoko. Tusiogope choma photo. Oh no, oh no. Hadi washikwe na FOMO. Because of you. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. And the things that we do. And the things that we do. Maria, nivulie, sindiria, ninywe maziwa, ndio niweze kutulia. Juu mambo yetu, kuna wengi wanafuatilia. But don't let it get to your head, moto yao tutazima. Baby, you make a man scatter. Utanifanya nikulambe mapaja, pole pole juu nikipanda. Hadi kukuwe na mvua rasharasha. Shawaone wivu. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. Wananyonyaga wivu because of you. And the things that we do. 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 It's so fresh on the beat and you know it's a hit again.
Ninaoga ila jamani ninaoga, sielewi nini inatendeka, kwa sababu vile wajitolea kunipenda mimi sijazoea. Ninawaza na tena ninapanga vile mimi naweza kutoroka. Hisia zangu ambazo zinapanda zinanifanya kuogopa. Dreamed of a love like this, a man who loved me so perfectly. How can it be now that you're with me? I can't seem to believe that this is for real. Unakazana, nakataa, wajaribu kusukuma, nakataa, nimejenga ukuta kaziba, ufa uwezi ingia.